According to the internet, 2016 is back, but I was 8 years old and I barely even remember it. So what are we bringing up and why are we being nostalgic about it? Social media platforms are buzzing with vibrant filters, decade-old clothing trends, and old songs by either Justin Bieber or the Chainsmokers. According to Hot Freestyle's Spotify chart analysis, user-generated playlists themed around 2016 have skyrocketed by 790%. This trend started around New Year's 2026 when time officially met a decade since 2016 started. The big question is, why is 2016 the year to romanticize, and why does it feel so nostalgic to so much of the online population?
I was at Goodwill the other day. I bought a shirt that said "Keep calm and game on." I think we should bring that back.
A lot of good music videos is what I remember. Justin Bieber was popping, Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez.
Different social media trends, and then like dance challenges. I think there was like the mannequin challenge, and like all of this like infiltrating schools too. But yeah, a lot of like crazy filters.
I remember like really getting into Musical.ly. Like I loved making those little videos. I probably made like 12 a day. But no, 2016 was a time. Like I got my first iPhone. I thought I was the coolest person in the world.
According to Forbes magazine, 2016 was only a decade ago, but online culture has changed significantly in the years since, and many are looking back at the old internet with rose-colored Instagram filters. Considering where social media culture is now, there's a big difference in the way that people present themselves and chase aesthetics online. Whereas long vlogs and vibrant filters were popular then, now people lean towards short-form content and authenticity. According to BBC, London TikTok creator Joel Marlin-Arson says, "Looking at Instagram around 2016, there were no carousel posts," says Joel. People were posting pictures of their avocado and it wasn't so performative. There weren't short-form reels and there wasn't that algorithm kind of fatigue that people have now.
There is a sense of nostalgia and innocence that can be sort of recaptured by, fun things like what was viral in 2016 or fashion or anything like that. The internet has also changed and social media has also changed a lot since 2016 and become more fractured. There was more of a sense of a coherent public sphere kind of happening in spaces like Twitter and even on Facebook, and people were kind of on the same platforms, and there's been a lot of migration away from those platforms towards like different smaller platforms, migration away from social media, migration to TikTok.
By Instagram's terms and conditions, only those over the age of 13 are technically allowed to use the platform, meaning in 2026, Instagram users from this era would be 23 at the youngest. We know that more than millennials are participating in these trends, so why is it that the youth wants to be in on the trend?
According to BBC, psychologist Clay Rutledge says that we tend to be especially nostalgic when the world feels like it's going through a major change. His ideas suggest that with the new year, the rapidly changing, AI-using, algorithm-consuming society that we live in, it serves as a point of comfort or guidance to be able to look back.
Those 2 years have similar political and economic undertones, and so we tend to sort of replicate what was done, even though it's a short period. Like you say, we don't look at it with nostalgia as much, but we look at it more as something that we have seen in the immediate past. And then we are replicating those popular culture stuff in our future.
I think there's just so much stuff going on, so much stuff to look at. There's just a lot of noise everywhere, so people aren't present in the moment. And I think they're looking back on simpler times that seem like quieter, simpler, clearer. Everything's just very out of focus right now.
Honestly, I felt like we had to grow up really fast. And I now look back and I have a lot of sympathy for myself at that age, and then also empathize for people growing up with social media younger than me, and just thinking about like, wow, that was like maybe a year after like I bought myself a phone and saved up for it, but thinking like the exposure to so much social media was also like had its negatives with like comparison and all these things. So there's positive, but also like I'm gonna definitely empathize for her.
We really want to like keep grasping on to like what we had back then and like remember that we were kids, but like we all just kind of want to stay kids now instead of like going into adulthood, which like definitely goes for me. Like I want to be a kid still, like I don't want to have to do adult things.
That's often how nostalgia works, is that we really connect to social and cultural moments when we were children. It's kind of interesting. It's like we feel like it was a more innocent time because we were just not aware of a lot of other things going on. So I think that's one just characteristic of nostalgia generally that manifests on social media and in this trend in particular.
Looking at the state of the world in 2016, Was it actually a simpler time? While many people may have been low-pressure posting on Instagram, bottle flipping for fun, or spamming Snapchat filters, people don't often look back at 2016 and remember the major world events. Donald Trump was elected the 45th President of the United States. There were North Korean missile and nuclear tests. Brazil and South Korea impeached their presidents. Brazil hosted the Olympic Games. The US and China ratified the Paris Climate Agreement, just to name a few. Though it is so much more fun to look back at 2016 and remember all of the pop culture craziness instead of the complexities of the world, when we reflect, we should recognize the possibility of distortions in remembering only the things that we want to remember.
We have more opportunities to make things better. Okay, so even if they were good before COVID, there are better days ahead of us. So anytime somebody says the good old days, I say better days ahead.
Don't forget to live in the moment. It makes me wonder, what will people think about when they think about 2026?